I'm back. I have new hair, a new room, and new makeup. Now let me show you how I created this look. Welcome back to my channel, and if this is your first time here, hi, my name's Heather Eaglin. I love all things makeup, especially colorful makeup, and today we're going to try out a lot of new products. I do hope you will subscribe and turn on your notifications to be notified of all my future uploads, and don't forget to like this video on your way out. Let's go ahead and get started. This is the ADEPT Cosmetics SAMARIAN Sunset Palette, and this palette is absolutely gorgeous. This palette is packed with the most gorgeous multi-chromes. Here are the swatches. One of the multi-chromes is a halo shade. It's the one up closest to my wrist, and I think ADEPT has one of the best shimmer and multi-chrome formulas that I've ever tried. This palette retails at a whopping price of $79, and we're going to get into my thoughts about that. As I just said, ADEPT Cosmetics has one of the best shimmer and multi-chrome formulas I've ever tried. They're a runner-up for me with Unearthly Cosmetics. The thing about this palette that I don't like are the mattes, but I think that's honestly going to depend on your personal preference. I think the color story on this palette is gorgeous. And as you can see, I have a very fair skin tone. And for me, the matte shades in this palette are very light. They are not even mid-tone. They blend out really easily. They're good shadows. But the thing that I don't like about them is a lot of matte formulas, you can pack and deepen up the shadow to get like a deeper intensity and like deepen up the outer corner. I'm sure you guys know what I'm trying to say, but these don't do that. What you see is what you get. They do not deepen up at all. And for me, I really love the darker outer corner. So because of that, I really wasn't happy with this look. I think the multi-chromes are beautiful, but this is not a standalone palette for me. This is going to be one that I use in combination with other palettes. And usually that doesn't bother me, but the fact that this palette costs $79, it does, because that's a lot of money to pay for an eyeshadow palette, especially when the palette only has 15 shades and then you don't like 5 of them. With that being said, if you're someone who doesn't like the darker outer corner, you will love these mattes because, like I said, they're very good mattes and they're blendable. They're just not my personal preference. Now, when it comes to the multi-chromes, you honestly can't ask for a better formula or a better palette. The multi-chromes are so beautiful in this palette, and it almost makes it worth that $79 price. But, you know, I'm just not there. If you can get a discount on this, then yeah, it's totally worth it. If you go on the ADEPT Cosmetics site, which will be linked in my description box, and you click on a product like this palette, if you scroll down, you'll see something that says affiliate codes or affiliate program. And you click on that, and it gives you a whole list of influencer codes that you could use to save 10 or 15% off this palette, which does make it a little better. It's just the matte formula is not my personal preference. So, I mean, it is what it is. I think I'm going to do a palette bingo with this and my other ADEPT Cosmetics palette, which happens to be the Heather Austin collaboration. And I think these two will pair so beautifully together. But I think I might be able to get what I'm looking for if I pair those two together. Just let me know down in the comments if you guys are interested in seeing that video. As you can see, I'm even mixing shades, just trying to create like a muddy color to just deepen up the outer corner. But it was just not happening. It kind of felt like one of those wah 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 moments, if you know what I mean. I just got the Basic Witch palette, in from Bella Beauty Bar, and I'm so excited to try this one. They have a really awesome shimmer and multi-chrome formula. Plus, I heard a lot of good things that they just redid their matte formula, so I'm really excited to try this new palette. I also wanted to take a minute to thank all of the people that just subscribed to my channel. I recently had a video get 18.6K views, which was so freaking exciting because I'm a very new channel, so I think the highest views I've gotten on anything is 1,000. So to see that happen, it was like a freaking dream come true. I literally cried. Don't laugh. But if you know me, I've always been kind of like really shy, and I've always kind of sat in the background. I have really bad anxiety, so for me to even be on YouTube is such a big thing, and it's so freaking awesome for me. But to have a video get almost 20,000 views really was like a dream come true. But I also got 24 new subscribers from that, and I just wanted to thank you guys. I really appreciate it, and I'm so glad you're here. And I can't wait to show you all the new exciting things that I have coming. It's also been close to 2 weeks since I've filmed a video, so I'm kind of getting back in the swing of things. And just to explain that a little bit, I had gallstones, which have been so fun, and I'm just now healing from that, but it created an irritation in my vocal cords, which kind of gave me laryngitis on top of it, and it's been a freaking nightmare. And I also moved my beauty room in the middle of all that, my office, whatever you want to call it, and I moved it up to my attic, and I really love it. I love the new background I did. I worked so hard on it, and I also went and got like 14 inches cut off my hair. So it's been a crazy few weeks. But I really do appreciate all of your patience and understanding, and I just wanted to say thank you for sticking around. And to everyone that subscribed and commented on my videos, it really does mean more to me than you can ever imagine. You guys are just freaking awesome. Now, back to the video, and enough with the sappy crap. Now I'm applying the multi-chromes, and this is my favorite part. I just love them so much. The orange shade, I was so excited to try it. And excuse me while I try to butcher these names in the palette, but the orange shade I think is pronounced Packled. And in the top left-hand corner, there's a shade I think is called Mode or Mogue. And those are my two favorites in this palette so far. There's also a shade called Rissa, and it's just freaking beautiful. All the multi-chromes are stunning. I believe the Mogue shade is the Halo shade, which is beautiful. I don't have anything like it in my collection, and that's what I'm putting in the inner corner right now. Now I'm going back in with that dark green, and I'm still trying to deepen up that outer corner. It literally drives me crazy. I think eventually I use a dark shimmer in the outer corner to darken it up some, but I typically don't like doing that, but I will if I have to. I just gotta have that depth. But for people who like more natural makeup, you know, there's a lot of people that like that, and I get it. I like it sometimes too, but I think if you like that, or you are someone who's into the neutral colors, this would be a really fun way to explore a colorful palette without having to learn how to blend and deal with really pigmented, colorful eyeshadows. Because in my personal opinion, working with neutral colors and working with colorful, like pigmented eyeshadows, you have to have, it's a different skill set. At least I think so. When I started doing makeup, I started with neutrals. At that time, I just wasn't really drawn to more colorful eyeshadow looks. And when I started watching Angelica Nukovitz's channel, I started like really loving and admiring her creativity and the looks that she was doing. So that's when I started buying colorful palettes. And I've realized, at least for me, I had to basically relearn how to apply eyeshadow. There are similarities, but certain techniques work better with colors than they do with neutrals. Like, you can blend the hell out of a neutral, like a brown shade. But if you blend a blue like that, it is going to look muddy and gray and terrible. So it's like, it does have a different skill set. Now let's talk about this REM foundation. And this is supposed to be like a skincare hybrid. It's supposed to be very like nourishing and glowy, and it's a full medium to full coverage, and it has a really great shade range. There's 60 shades, and there's a lot of light, medium, and deep shades. However, this shade looks very yellow on me, and I actually got a neutral. This shade should have matched me, but it clearly doesn't. It looks kind of jaundicey. I end up making it work, but still. And this foundation is very matte. There's no way that there is like all these skincare benefits. Let me read you the description. It says this is clinically proven to hydrate instantly and up to 4 weeks. It's got Hydra Smooth Essence with raspberry leaf extract and hyaluronic acid spheres. It's infused with niacinamide, known to brighten, correct dullness, and reduce the look of pores. It's a natural matte finish. I didn't see that part. It makes sense now. Available in 60 shades, and it's saying 100% of the people experienced improved hydration after 24 hours. Just to give you a little reference, my skin type is normal, but I do have some dry patches because I'm using retinol right now, and I just went up a little, so I have dry patches because of that. But for the most part, I do have more of a natural skin type, and it's not oily or dry. But this looked like a cakey mess on me. It looked so terrible. I don't know if it's the shade or what. Maybe if you have an oily skin type, you might love this. I would check out, I think Heather Austin has more of a oily skin type, and so does Angelica Nikovist. And just see if they've done reviews. I think they have. And just get their opinion on it. But for someone with my skin type, it's definitely a no-go for me. And I bought this from REM's website, so I don't even know if I can get a refund on it or not, because I know that I'm probably not going to use this. That's not my official review. That's just my first impression of it. I am going to keep trying it for now and try it with different primers and stuff like that, and maybe I can get it to look different. It also might be where the shade is wrong. However, this one size turn up the base butter silk concealer is so freaking awesome. I have it in the shade Fair 3. I got this on a deal with BoxyCharm, and I'm so glad I did. I like a full coverage concealer that dries down completely but doesn't look dry under your eyes, and this gives exactly that. To me, it's like a better version of the Tarte Shape Tape. I really liked it a lot. It's kind of hard for me to cover up the dark circles under my eyes because I have allergies, and allergies are crazy right now. So they're kind of dark, but this did a great job. You can tell it really covered them up so well. So my first impression of this is that I like it just as much as I like my Huda Beauty Faux Filter. This is the new Tarte MANEATER Blush and Glow Cheek Plumping Blush, and I have it in the shade Coral. This is a really pretty formula. It's not very pigmented, so if you like a blush that's not like pigmented starting out but does deepen up very easily, I think you might really like this blush. The longevity on it is really great, and it kind of brought some life and moisture back into my skin, which I really did appreciate. But I really love the shade that I got, and I would love to try some more. I'm really interested in maybe trying the deeper ones, since I really like more pigmented products. Now I'm using the cream contour from the Give Beauty Pick It Up bronzer and contour duo. I really love this too. I want to get it in the deeper shade because I accidentally bought it in the shade that was too light for me, but I still really love it. I think the contour shade works great for me, but it's the bronzer shade that's actually too light for me. So I'd like to try to get the other one. but this has quickly became a favorite. I really love the blush duos too. They're both great and I highly recommend them. This just blends out so smooth and effortlessly, and it's one of the best contour products I've tried in a long time, especially a cream contour. So I'm really happy with my purchase with that. I've used it several times now. And I love that it dries down. So does the Tarte blush. I think I forgot to tell you that. I don't like it when products don't dry down completely and it makes my face feel like it's sticky. It's kind of like a fly trap paper and I can't stand it because your hair like sticks to your face and you get makeup all over your phone. So like I really like when my cream products dry down, but they still look glowy, if that makes sense. So because of that, I've really enjoyed this because it's just, for me, it's the perfect product. Now I'm going in with the powdered bronzer and you'll see what I mean. It's just a little too light for me. I just like it to be a little bit darker than that. And this is the Juvia's Place liquid highlighter in the shade Ivory Light. The first couple times I tried this, I didn't think that I really liked it, but now I've been applying it to my hand and then using a brush or my finger to apply it, and I like that a lot better. And now I'm really loving this. I think it gives such a pretty like lit within kind of glow. There's not a lot of like glitter particles and stuff. It just looks very smooth and highlighted. Don't forget to let me know down below if you've tried any of these products. And let me know if there's anything that I've said I didn't like that you did or vice versa. And if so, what did you do differently when you applied it? Because maybe I just need to change my technique or, you know, maybe it's just a preference thing. Now I'm going into the palette again and I'm going to finish my lower lash line. I'm just stamping that red shade across my lower lash line. And then I'm going to go back in and I'm going to blend it out with that peachy shade right above it. Honestly, I think the look turned out really pretty. It's just I wanted the outer corner to be deeper. So like I said earlier, it's just not a one and done palette for me. It also might have been because I hated the way my skin looked so bad because of the foundation. And maybe that made me not like my eye look as much, if that makes sense. I don't know, but I think the eye look is beautiful and the palette is incredible. I just wanted the darker outer corner. And usually when I do my makeup and I'm finished, like, I love it and it kind of changes my whole mood, if that makes sense. So with this one, it didn't do that. Like, I only wore this like an hour before I washed it off. I hated the way my skin looked. And I used the same primers I always use, which is my L'Oreal LUMI GLOTION and another hydrating primer. I don't remember which one, but I will have it linked below in the description box. And now I'm just filling in my brows with my Benefit brow pencil. It was just on sale for the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, which was perfect because I just ran out of mine. I have a lot of brow pencils in my collection, but this is my absolute favorite. I just love it. To me, it's worth every single cent. I just freaking love it. And I think Benefit has some of the best brow products out on the market. Now I'm just going to go finish up my brows. And I'm going to use the Tarte Double Take Awake liquid liner. And I use the ColourPop brown liner. It's in the shade Call Me. And I'm going to use the Tartelette tubing mascara, which is new to me, and I've really been loving that. And I'm also going to put on my lip products, which are the Unearthly Cosmetics Cafe Lip Liner and the new Juvia's Place Nubian Earth Velvety Matte Lipstick in the shade Nubian Sand. Here is the finished look, and just to give you one more look at the eyeshadow palette, like I said, it's absolutely stunning. I don't regret purchasing it because the multi-chromes are just too good for me to regret it. But like I've mentioned 100 times already, the only thing that I would change is I wish there were deeper matte shades in the palette. But I think they did an incredible job, and I just can't wait to see what else they come out with. I just want to thank you guys again for watching this video. Please don't forget to like it on your way out. And if you haven't yet, I hope you subscribe and turn on your notifications so you could be notified to see all of my videos. And until next time, bye.